responding tonight to a Catholic school's decision to close tomorrow instead of allowing an alumna to speak. Hello and thanks for joining us. I'm Gerald Owens.
And I'm Deborah Morgan. That alumna is Durham Councilwoman Vernetta Alston, who is openly gay and married. Tonight, Alston is responding to the decision as well. WRAL's Ken Smith picks up the story live at Immaculata Catholic School in Durham. Ken?
Deborah and Joe, we are here at Immaculata Catholic School. It takes up about a block right off Chapel Hill Road here in Durham. Ms. Alston was part of a group of guest speakers who would have been talking at tomorrow's morning prayers here at Immaculata Catholic School. Now, I just talked with the member of the African American Heritage Committee that works with the school to put on these events, and I asked Daniel Sutton, based on everything that's happened, what does this mean for the school moving forward?
Immaculata is a fantastic place, and we are welcoming, and we want and hope as a committee that we can still have a conversation with church officials and that we can eventually re-invite Ms. Alston. I know she said she would be interested in still coming despite all of this.
Well, the theme of tomorrow's Black History Month program was honoring influential African-American women. Ms. Alston was the speaker for about 8 minutes of the hour-long program, but now none of that will happen. The way Immaculata Catholic School looks like after hours is the same way it will appear Friday, quiet and closed. Planned demonstrations over the school extending a speaking invitation to Durham Councilwoman Vernetta Alston for school leaders to cancel classes.
People have the right to hold opinions that I disagree with.
Brad Williams' daughter is in the 8th grade at Immaculata. He's disappointed she and other students will not get to hear Ms. Alston speak.
The fact that they invited Ms. Alston, that's exactly the kind of thing that I would expect them to do. To put somebody in front of the kids who maybe doesn't have the same background that they do, and somebody who also doesn't fit in with maybe that stereotypical idea of who you would expect to be invited to speak in front of a group of Catholic school children.
Alston is an alumna of Immaculata Catholic School. She's married and part of the LGBTQ community. She was among a group of guests invited to speak at the school's Black History Month program that was scheduled for Friday. In a letter to parents and parishioners, school leaders said in canceling classes, they did not want to expose students to a contentious environment because of planned demonstrations.
We moved to Durham basically for this reasoning, is to have more of a diverse, inclusive type atmosphere for our kids to grow up in, because it's the real world here.
In a statement to WRAL, Alston wrote, "I can freely say that the church, by depriving the students at Immaculata of the chance to honor Black history, and in doing so condemning the lives and rights of the LGBTQ community, is sending a sad, regressive, and life-altering message to our children that voices and experiences of those within the Black community can be canceled, and that inclusion is not valued by some who are charged with shaping their character. I reject that message." Again, that statement tonight from Councilwoman Vernetta Alston. Now, we don't know which groups are planning to demonstrate or how large these demonstrations will be. We're also hearing from Ms. Sutton tonight that the decision to rescind Ms. Alston's invitation and to cancel school, that decision was made by the diocese, not the school. We've reached out to the spokesperson with the diocese, and we're waiting to hear back. And as soon as we hear back from him about all this, we'll let you know what he said. Deborah, Gerald.
Ken Smith, live in Durham. Thank you, Ken.